And if you'll think of words on a page as a bunch of clothes on the floor in your closet, they're clean. They're just not organized yet, right? You just haven't got a chance to put them away. So you go in to get ready in the morning, and you have to go through and find something that matches. And then if you're an adult like I am, you have to go iron it. And then you're finally ready, and it's not very efficient. However, if everything was hanging, your shirts are here, and your pants, and your dresses, and you're all color coordinated, you'd be dressed just like that, wouldn't you? It's kind of the same with information. When it goes in, you don't categorize it. Well, you ever meet somebody at a party, and then you run into them 3 days later at the grocery store, and you cannot remember their name? It's like right on the tip of your tongue. It's just because it got misfiled. You didn't put it in the party file. I don't know where. It just kind of floats around, and then it leaves. And if you can't retrieve the information, you haven't owned it. It's not yours. You just rented it for a little while. And that happens with kids when they're getting ready for tests. The same thing. They'll study really hard the night before, and they go in the next day and can't retrieve it. It's not there. So we have some systems that help the students to do that. We also improve their organization, very similar to what I was talking about. When we go through our accelerated learning, we teach the students how to access their information faster and better. Dr. Beasley has a program called Scope, Schema, Scan, Skim. So let's go back to the closet. You kind of walk in, you've got to scope out, okay, what kind of clothes do I have? It's summertime, where's my summer clothes? Oh, I see them here, where are my shoes? You kind of get an idea. So they determine what's important, and we also teach them to add information to stuff and things they already own. And we help them to organize so they can, again, go back and get the information they need when they need it. And we help them to understand patterns. One of the things that a lot of our students didn't know before working with us is that if you understand how things are set up, you can see the pattern and you can repeat it somewhere else. So once you understand, there's no hard questions. There's no hard questions. There's only ones you don't know the answers to.
Yeah. But something else that I did was I gave you a brain massage. You can pay me later. What I did was when you guys listed off what the dime looked like, you guys said about 6, 7, maybe 8 things. So what we did is we filled up your short-term memory, which is in the front of your brain. So that's the average amount of things a person can hold, is 6 to 7 things. And then when I asked you to think about last time you used it, you used the logic side of your brain, which is the left side right over here, and you filled that up. And then when I told you to get creative and think what else you can use it for, you filled up the right side of your brain. That leaves your long-term memory. So when I told you the story, it went directly into your long-term memory. And there's systems within Gateway, one called Scope, Schema, Scan, Skim, that allow you to do that within the program. So that's just one of
The story of Franklin D. Roosevelt, did it hurt? Did you have to take notes so you could remember the story? Could you tell the story again?
Yeah.
That's the way learning should be. It should be easy and fun, because if it's interesting, and I think she made it interesting for you, and if it has meaning and if it has significance, then it's much easier to hold. And that's the way we help our students to learn. And when they take ownership of their learning, they're able to do that much quicker. One of the other things that we do to help them with that is all of our students keep a goal book, and they write down 10 goals that they want.
I'm so excited. Oh, yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
coming up.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now that that has been one of my goals for a while now, but now that I get to cross it out, now what should I make a new goal? What should be my new goal? Well, festival's coming up, and they have this open audition, and so you can receive scholarships for a summer intensive. And I'd like to go away this summer so I can improve my dance training. Thank you.
Now, what does the affirmation say? I use my time and
energy where it will achieve the best results.
To work on. So when we had my first year, I had 3 6th grade students, and they decided they wanted to finish middle school in 18 months. So they wrote every day, I am starting high school courses January 2000. So we had to come up with something that was big, that was a target for them, because when you focus on what you really want, you can get over, get under, get around anything that comes in your way. And that has really worked for them. They actually missed their goal by a month. And the reason they were late was because the 3 of them took the test for the Duke Identification Program. They were all accepted, so we stopped their regular schoolwork to allow them to prepare to take the SAT at the end of January, so it delayed them by 1 month. So did they not reach their goal? Was that a bad thing? Were they losers because they didn't attain what they wanted? No. Oh my gosh, they were still 17 months ahead of where they should have been with Duke recognition